Hello fans and collectors, this is G-Man with G-Man Toy Reviews. Today I got a treat for you here. It's actually Jet Jaguar, yes, Jet Jaguar, action figure. Yes, Playmate Toys made a Jet Jaguar. They said they were going to do this. It reviewed it at a toy fair about a year ago, and it's glad to see that it come to fruition here, and you can see it right in front of you. It's really nice. It's about 6.5 inches. It's got good detail. The colors look like they're darker, but actually in reality, it's like a dull paint job. It's not as shiny, but on the camera it makes it look like it is. Here, I'm going to bring it up closer for you guys to take a look. It's got 4 points of articulation, which I'll show you. Right here, the shoulders, each shoulder, 1, 2, do move up and down. Okay. The head twists all the way around. And the middle waist right here on his waist, twists right or left, all the way around if you like. But everything below the waist, all of this does not move. No legs, no knees, no foot, nothing. It's all one solid piece, and it's made in this, Mortal Kombat, I call it, stance. If you ain't seen the new Mortal Kombat movie, there's my plug for it because it's a good movie. Y'all need to watch that. It's excellent. Overall, the details are pretty dang good for being such a, I call it a cheap version of him. You can see his antennas. They usually fold out when he's flying. They're right there. If you see where my finger is, right there. He's got real bolts like he should have. His eyes are more like a blue with spiral in there. If you can see it, it's really kind of cool. If you look really closely, you can see the spirals in his eye, and that's a cool feature. I like that. His nose is done correctly. His mouth is done. I mean, this is one of the better facial figures in recent years that really looks like him. When you turn him on his backside, his head, there's the bolts that go around right there, and there's that red line that he had. That's perfect. Now on the front, his symbol on his belly, I call it his tummy, that's basically correct. That's pretty nice, and the colors are pretty good. Even his pads on his legs, you can see the blue matches in, cuts right just like the movie. If you go watch the movie Godzilla versus Megalon, and mostly it was about Jaguar, not Godzilla, fighting Megalon and Gigan, but Godzilla came at the end helping his buddy out because he went to Monster Island and asked for Godzilla after his inventor told him, hey, go to Monster Island and get Godzilla here to help you out and fight Mega. And maybe not a mech. He is a mech if you think about it. He's a robot. Well, that's another story with Jet Jaguar. Okay. But basically, this was supposed to start off his series. That movie was supposed to kick off his series. I don't know, on TV or whatever. And it didn't happen. It fell through. It was supposed to be like an Ultraman, but he was a robot instead of Ultraman coming from another world. Well, you get the idea here, what I'm trying to get at. Okay. Now, I got this at my local store at 22.3 miles. Target. Well, that's pretty bad. Let me try it again. I don't get paid to do this, so they're getting free advertising. Target. My local Target at 22.3 miles away. You can also find them at Walmart, but again, I can't find them at Walmart. Only in the description on their .com, not in reality. So take it for what it's worth. I'd hit Targets first before you hit Walmart. Just saying. Okay. Now, there's better things else you can do for $12.99. Then that's before tax. And that's $13. Basically, you're paying for Jet Jaguar. Many things you can get better. So I'm going to say, is he worth the money getting it? There's the poppy question there. There's the collector's nightmare question. Is it worth the money? Well, let's figure that out together. Okay, you can get this. We'll put him in the background if you don't mind. You can get this. Hong Kong Battle version Godzilla that fall under the neon lights in Hong Kong, Japan for just $9.99. And it's, guess what? A Playmate 6-inch toy. Huh. Okay. You can get a war bat. Yeah, you can get a war bat. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy. For $9.99 versus Jet Jaguar for $13. And the war bat is pretty cool and hard to find. But still, for $9.99, you can't beat it. Or it gets even better. You can get a scroll crawler for $9.99, not $13 like Jet Jaguar, from the same company, Playmate, their action line figure. Again, if you're able to find it. Remember, so far, each thing I've showed you is only $9.99 versus $12.99. Okay? Y'all get it? $10 versus $13. Take it or leave it like you want to see it. And for the hardest thing to get, and I know it's the hardest because I've had trouble finding it, but I finally found one a long ways away. A 6-inch Mecha Godzilla. Yes, I don't understand why these things are so high on eBay or Amazon or even the third vendors at Walmart's website. Again, Walmart is trying to cut down those third vendors, how they are scamming people, and they're trying to kick them off and all that. But it is a hard thing when they keep changing their IDs and their names. Again, $9.99. That's all I paid. $9.99. $10 versus $13. $9.99. 13. $10. $13. Y'all kind of getting the drift here, right? Okay. I mean, seriously, would you want this? Or would you want this? One more time. Would you want this? Or would you want this? Should be a simple answer, right? Now, again, like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm just a Godzilla fan. That's not fair representation of some of my collection. So, just to prove to you guys that I'm not that kind of person, which I'm not, I've got a Kong from Skull Island. I kid you not, by a Playmate, and I paid $11.99 for this one. Yeah, not $13, but $12. I don't know if it was on sale, if it was a missed thing, but I got this for $11.99. It's been about a year or so, 2 years ago. Not much, but I still got it. And it's got a better back. I mean, it tells about Kong. You see a skull crawler here? Wait a minute. You see skull crawler? What did I just say about the Playmate? Actually, skull crawler. You see where I'm getting at here? $9.99, $10. That was $11. And you're paying $13 for Jet Jaguar? I mean, you're paying $13 for this, and it's standardized. That's all they're telling you. And I'm telling you, the other three ain't that great. Okay? I'm serious. Jet Jaguar, to me, is the only best one of all the four. Just being honest. Okay. Now, what am I getting at here? That you can spend your money on better figures. Better figures. Yes, you can. All these figures are better and worth your money versus Jet Jaguar. That's what I'm getting at. If you had to think about this, all these figures around Jet Jaguar, and I'll lift that up. You see them back there in the background, okay? All these figures versus this figure, which would you get? Leave it in the comments. I'd like to know your honest truth. If you're going to be an honest collector or really, really collecting these figures, would you buy a Jet Jaguar over all these other items I showed you? that are listed $10, and the Kong from Skull Island is only $11, $12 at the most, and this was 13. You get what I'm saying here, okay? So, how will I end this? Simple. You're the consumer. You make the informative decision off all the reviews you've seen on YouTube. I have nothing against Jet Jaguar. I think it's a great thing, especially if you have Showa collection articulation, or just the vinyl line, or just the plastic, whatever you want to call this line, okay? I just call it the regular line. They're not as big as the 1999 giant versions of Mechagodzilla and Kong and Godzilla from the new movie, Godzilla vs. Kong, but you're still getting more bang for your bucks out of all these by the same company versus this. This has been G-Man with G-Man Toy Reviews. Peace!